Welcome back, everybody. Final half hour here on a busy Wednesday show. You missed the news yesterday. Mayville State has a new women's basketball head coach as the Comets are looking to get things going in their new league in the Frontier Conference. Jenna Bolstad has coached, I think, almost everywhere, and now she'll be coaching at Mayville State. Comes from Cleveland State and the Horizon League, where she was assistant there, and now takes over the Comets. And she joins us this morning to get grilled about going to Mayville. First, thanks for doing this. Tell us, congratulations. What was about this job that stood out? Say this would be a great to get back as a head coach again.
Thanks, Dom, for having me on. First off, super excited to be out here. Moved out to North Dakota just a day or so ago, so off and rolling. The opportunity to lead, the opportunity to build relationships with players, create a program. I think those are the biggest things that stood out to me taking the job. And again, the people around here. I mean, I've been here 2 days and I feel like I can't go anywhere right now. But again, news just broke, so that's part of it. But super excited to just be out here.
You were assistant coaching in D1 at Cleveland State. So it's one thing to be you've been a head coach before. So how much experience does that help when you've been the one to call a timeout late in the game?
Yeah, it's completely being the head coach, right? You're now making the moves, making the decisions. But different. But I feel like growing as an assistant at Cleveland State at Northern Illinois, that Division I level, helped prepare me. Just the success, the level that we reached, those are big things. But again, just learning. I got an opportunity to learn from two great coaches at that level, and just every stop I've been at, I felt that I've tried to just grasp as much as I can. Like it's like taking notes every time you do something and learn something new. Take it, you beg, borrow, and steal. So I'm not above that or below that or whatever. I'm stealing whatever I can, and just trying to learn. So those are big things that I learned when I was out there.
What did you find out about Mayville, or what are you finding out still about the culture of basketball? They love their basketball in that area. I'm sure that's readily apparent. You found that out. How appealing was that to you about this job?
Yeah, just the support, the success. I mean, when I came on my interview, meeting a couple of the boosters, everyone in town, I felt like I couldn't go anywhere. Actually, a funny story. I went down to the bar the night I was here, and I went to go grab something to drink and walk in, and one of the boosters was there. He's like, "Oh, come sit down," and I'm like, I got an interview tomorrow. He's like, "Oh no, come sit down with everyone." I'm like, "Okay," like, your small town back in that when that happens. But just they love their basketball, especially North Dakota, Minnesota, Montana. They all love their basketball and the high school success that's around here, and just trying to build a program.
Now it's this part of it's mid-April here. How much have you a chance to meet the returning team, and what was that interaction like so far?
Yeah, so I got in Monday at about 4 o'clock. I had 3 of them help unload my car. It took about 5 minutes because, again, all my stuff is not here yet. It'll be here next week. And then they went to weights, and I showed up about 15 minutes late to weights, met everyone, went to a booster club meeting that night, and then off and running yesterday. So we had weights again and did some open gym stuff. So the kids have been in and out of the office. I've been bouncing around campus and just different things, trying to meet people, trying to get my footing. And then I'm a big relationships person, so trying to just have the kids come in and tell me about yourself. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you're looking for. Tell me what you want to do academically. So that's just kind of where I'm headed.
For people that are going to wonder, Jenna, what would they see of what's typical traits of your team when you're out there playing? What can we expect from a team that you coach?
Yeah. Big thing is defense. I'm going to stress defense. In the Frontier, they're great teams in the Frontier. As you know, Montana Tech and Dakota State, your Carrolls, your Rockies. I mean, all those Montana teams are above and beyond. So coming in, it's going to stress defense. I mean, can you hold people? Can you limit possessions for people? And then connected play. I'm a big one on sharing the basketball, moving the ball, finding the open person, believing, instilling confidence. So that's going to be a couple big things, and we're starting to work on that right now. Just belief in yourself, belief that you can do it, and go from there.
Now, you coached at Montana Tech a while ago. Now with Mayville in, I mean, travel is crazy in this league. You've done the travel bit before, but is this like on steroids for what you're getting into?
This will be on steroids. Yeah, I'm excited that we have the opportunity to fly to all those Montana games. So, um, yeah, that'll be great. Limiting time on the bus because otherwise, I think it's 16 hours out there to Dillon.
Ugh.
It's about 24 hours on a bus. That's about 24 too many for me. No, but again, sometimes I'm like, oh, am I in the right profession when you get bus sick and different things? But it'll be good. Chance to fly out will be huge and just cut down on kids missing class, us being able to get back and then practice, and just that wear and tear on the body that the bus brings.
I'm interested in your thoughts on the level of players around here from your recruiting experience in Minnesota, Iowa, certainly the Dakotas. What is the skill level that you see as a coach and that we want to get those kind of players to Mayville?
Yeah, I think the basketball's high around here. Again, you have all the Dakotas, Iowa. You can even go into Wisconsin, Michigan. Yeah, just trying to find kids that want to fit here. I mean, again, Mayville, it's a smaller town. Can you find kids that love that? I mean, everyone I talk to, I mean, every kid I've talked to that's been here or that has gone here before, they love it. That small town feel. Again, you can't go anywhere without knowing it. When I stopped at the grocery store this morning and someone's talking to me about it, so fun that way. But again, it's the right kind of kid, and you got to find that those kids that want to be here. Again, I'm looking for high character kids, kids that want to do well academically, but then have a chance to play basketball and go and see where that takes you. I mean, I'm from a small town in Montana, and the places that basketball has taken me, I never would have thought, never would have dreamt. So
The level of players you want to get there, and you got to find a team still as well. We were just visiting a little bit off air. Describe the challenge. You're still getting your bearings with you, but okay, I got to finish out my roster here. What's the challenge like that?
Yeah, just trying to find kids. I mean, right now the portal's open, but the portal's crazy right now. Everyone thinks they're going Division One. All your high Division twos think they're going Division One. All your Division twos think, oh, I'm going Division One. I'm staying Division Two, and I'm like, you didn't even play hardly. So, trying to find some of those fits and just kind of. I have to be patient. I have to wait. I'm not a patient person, so this is testing my patience, but we'll be okay. And then just, again, it's connecting with some high school coaches. It's connecting with those JUCO coaches, reestablishing those connections that I have around here, and hoping that, hey, someone can throw me a bone. Hey, let's give me a couple kids. Show me. Let me show you what I can do. Let me show you what I want to build. Again, it's going to be a building. It's going to be a learning curve for all of us, a growth curve for the program to get back to where it was. But I think it's doable. It's doable to get back in the top half of the conference, and just it's going to take some time.
I'm really glad you said what you said because I'm interested in your thoughts on this because right now I think I love the game, but college basketball is gross right now. You lived in the Division One ranks as well. What you see that on a day-to-day basis? How many players in your mind are just getting bad advice? They're getting spoken to with people who don't understand or are steering them in the wrong direction. How often did you see that?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got kids that think they're going to go get 40K and they average 2.2 points a game. And I'm like, where are you going? Like, what? Like, do you want to play? Do you want to sit the bench? Like, what do you want to do? So, again, I think it's money driven right now, which is very, very hard. I struggle with that. I'm a fit and feel person. I'm going to tell you if you don't get a good feeling, don't come here. Like, if you can't see yourself being coached by me, don't come here. But again, I don't have that luxury, here, Division One, you have that luxury a little bit more. You can be a little more choosy, things like that. But it's gross right now. I agree with you. The portal, the NIL stuff, it's all ugly. But again, that's the world we live in. And until something changes, it's going to be that way. And we just have to adapt and grow.
I know it's ugly on the men's side. Is it as bad on the women's side, or we just don't know about it?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I don't know how many numbers, like the portal opened last Monday, and there was like 24 hours in, there was 1,500 in the portal. And there was, I think, 1,700 the year before total.
Yeah.
So you already about surpassed that number. And I mean, what is there? 5,700 Division One spots total? Someone's not finding a home, and eventually you have to find that fit, and maybe that's a lower level. Maybe that's a JUCO, maybe that's, sitting somewhere else, but what does that look like for you? And can you get the correct advice from family members and things? But again, I think everyone's like, oh, you're so good. You can go play here. You can go do this, but what does that look like? And can you take a back seat? Can you accept a role? Can you be great at a role that you're given, but that's not the star of the show? I don't know.
Well, that's a great point, because to you, for taking over, How much do you value just honesty and being straight up with parents on a recruiting visit or on the player and say, this is where I envision you. If you work hard, you can get more. I mean, how blatant do you have to be on a visit, say, this is how it's going to be?
I try. I try so hard. I'm like, hey, we have a developmental roster, so a JV roster in a sense, and that hinders me as well. You're finding out, well, where am I going to play? I don't know. I don't even know my roster. Like, I haven't even met my team. I haven't even watched them play yet. So trying to figure those ins and outs out about that, and kids don't like that. But again, can you come in? I mean, you can go somewhere else that doesn't have a JV team and you're just going to sit the bench and not get any playing time. Whereas at least on a developmental roster, you can get some game time experience and hopefully develop a little bit more. And then, challenge of then navigating into that varsity roster spot and vying for playing time there.
So when you're done with me, what's on the to-do list? Like what's 1, 2, and 3 after we're done here?
Probably some more portaling. Going to look for some kids. I know, just got a list of kids trying to go through and contact and get stuff that way. I mean, camps are a big thing for the summer, so trying to work some of those out. Trying to do a team camp, a little kids camp is the goal. Eventually a skills camp for high school kids, but that might be next year. I don't know if I can fit all that in my summer plans, but those are big ones. And again, having the kids stop in and out. I've seen a few walk by my window already right now. So they'll be in and around. But again, just trying to navigate day to day and do what I need to do to build the program.
Last thing, and I really appreciate you doing this morning because I know you got a million things to do. Just excitement level of taking over, knowing you have all that, but just eventually, hey, you're going to play basketball, you're going to be out coaching. Describe your emotions on that.
Yeah, it was really nice getting in the gym yesterday. I can tell you my stress level decreased a heck of a lot more when I got into the weight room, into the gym. I was like, can I just stay in here for a while? Like, you forget all the ins and outs that coaches do outside of that. And really, you don't get to coach the X's and O's as much as you probably want to. But being in the gym yesterday was great and reminded me of why I love the game, why I want to coach, why I want to make an impact. So it was great to be in the gym yesterday just with the kids and hanging out and, seeing what I got, seeing if we can improve. Again, goal is 1% better every day. That's what I tried to tell them. Like, can we make strides? Can we just do little things every day to get better?
This was great. I really appreciate you doing this. Congratulations. We'll catch up once we get closer to basketball season, okay?
Awesome. Thanks, Dom. Appreciate you.
Jenna Bolstad, the new head coach of the Mayville State women, joining us here after she was announced yesterday, and the whirlwind began. Takes over a team that obviously, when Dennis Hutter was there, had some great success, had long NAIA tournament runs to Sweet 16s, Elite 8s. Obviously, when Hutter left a couple years ago to take the assistant job at UND, they were okay, and then they hit rock bottom last year. They won one basketball game last year. And granted, they're in a new league in the Frontier with, I think there were 3 teams ranked at the end of the season. So competition level is tough, but that's a proud basketball community. They expect to be good. You look at the line of coaches that have come through Mayville, it's men's or women's. It's awfully impressive. So Jenna comes with plenty of experience, and I'll tip of the hat to Rocky Larson, their AD, who's also their head football coach, and we've had him on plenty with what they've done with football, which was god-awful, just to say it. In the last years of the North Star, they were not very good, to finally ending long losing streaks against Jamestown and Valley and Dickinson State, where now they're competitive, and now they're playing teams in California and Oregon and Arizona. There's some changing times going up in Mayville. We appreciate Jenna giving us a few minutes here this morning. All right, we'll take our final break. We come back, wrap things up. It is beautiful outside. It seems fitting to go play some softball today. We'll get you ready for that and a bunch of other stuff when Hot Mike wraps right after this.